Alright, so if you follow my channel, you'll notice that I pretty much exclusively fish my local waters here in Southern California, but I've always wanted to fish the Central Coast in Northern California. So when my brother-in-law John invited us to go camping and fishing at Pismo Beach in the Central Coast, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So I was thinking this is gonna make a great video. I'm gonna finally catch my first striper, cook up a fantastic meal. I mean, it's gonna be awesome, right? Right? All right, check this out, guys. We're on our way to Pismo State Beach. My first fishing excursion outside of my little enclave of Orange County, believe it or not. And we're on our way here. We're at the campgrounds with John. He invited us here. Thank you for doing that, John.
Be good.
Awesome. Look at how beautiful this is. I don't care if we go to the beach or not, just walking through this is really nice. Over those hills, that's where the beach is. Can't wait to see it. Oh, I like this trail that leads up. It's like this dramatic unveiling of the ocean as we go up like this. All right, here we are. Beautiful. Check this out, guys. This is beautiful. We've only got about an hour and a half of daylight, but we're gonna try to get on something because I want to do a catch and cook for you, and that's dependent on us catching anything. So I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient on what we keep. Maybe if it's a 9-inch perch, 8-inch perch, I might keep that because that might be the only fish that we're able to catch. Well, as you guys can see, we're also here at low tide. It's rising, but we got to get way out there to kind of get into any kind of depth. It's real skinny water, 2-3 inches for the first 50 yards or so, I think. Unfortunately, we can't be here to enjoy all of the incoming tide. It's going to be pretty late.
Sunset, yeah.
Yeah.
I swear, when I got here, the water was
Sure.
wet. It was all over
Yeah.
there.
That's a really huge tide swing.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm not used to that in Orange County. You'd maybe see it stop right here.
Yeah, that's different.
But
Look at
this,
the clams.
oh yeah. Pismo's known for its clams, obviously. And I got to do some research tonight to see if we're able to harvest anything and what the limits are, regulations and all that stuff. I don't want to get in trouble with the authorities. All right, we got John with his fly fishing gear here. New basket, ready to slay. And we got his brother Eric over there in the background. He's gonna be fishing with us. He's an accomplished fisherman himself. All three of us are using different things. I'm using the Castmaster. John's gonna be using flies. And Eric over there is throwing I think he's throwing a Carolina rig with a paddle tail grub or a sandworm or something like that. So we're all throwing 3 different things, and we'll see if we can make it happen. So the waves are breaking way out there, but they continue to move forward all the way, you know, another 150 yards or so, 200 yards, all the way up there, which is something I've never experienced before in my neck of the woods. Pismo State Beach campgrounds.
Cheers.
We got invited by Renee and John. This beautiful, beautiful place. We did a little bit of fishing today. Skunked, of course. But tomorrow we're gonna give it another shot, and hopefully we can catch a striper, because that's why, you know, we're out here Central Coast. Got to catch something that we can't catch in Orange County. So, but you know, regardless of whether or not we catch a fish or not, look at this place. It's freaking beautiful. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Super cool.
This is
Glad
crazy.
you could come.
It really is different than Orange County in a big way. It just feels like you're out more in nature here. And just over that hill right there behind me is the beach. So really beautiful. Look at that sunset right now. Can't beat that. Anyways, we got the fire going, and I think tri-tip is on the menu, right, John?
That's right.
So he's gonna be cooking for us today, and we're gonna start a new channel with the Swedish chef.
It's a tri-tip.
Oh yeah.
This is what we do when we
I
don't
got
catch
some
fish.
wood chips back there smoking too. Oh, come on, baby. Be right.
Yeah. That smells really good. It's gonna taste really good.
Hope so.
Well, it may not be fish, but I tell you, it's probably gonna taste better than fish. So that was day one. We weren't able to get on the fish, but we still enjoyed a great meal by the campfire with family and friends, and we're excited to give it another try the next day. All right, day two. Bright and early. We're gonna try to make a go of it the second day because we kind of skunked out yesterday evening, and I've got one more day here. And we're gonna be, not one more day, about a half day, and then we're gonna be headed back. But I've got John out here with me again, and we're gonna make it happen. We have to make it happen. Striper today, that's the key. But I'm gonna be starting off with the Castmaster just for the hopes of getting that striper. Maybe do a jerk bait like a Lucky Craft. And then if we don't find any luck, we're gonna switch to the trusty paddle tail and see if we can catch something. So actually we have a plan C here. If we don't get on the fish with any of our rigs, we're gonna see if we can do some clams for lunch.
10 per person.
10 per person, 4.5 inches minimum size. You know, one of the things that's so unique about where we are, as far as how it differentiates from where I am in Southern California, is that in one second you're standing in sand, no water, and then a minute later a rush of water will come in and you're up to your waist in water. That's just something that's so trippy, something that you never see in where, you know, my neck of the woods in Southern California. See, here we are, there's nothing, right? 2 minutes later, there's gonna be a surge of water that comes up over your waist. Any hits?
No, I don't know where to stand. I'm either standing on dry sand or I'm drowning.
Yeah, this is unusual for sure.
Maybe it's normal here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a flat sand, the water just keeps coming up. And then it's got to go out. It's really dramatic and powerful, so kind of sketchy, but...
Yeah, I know.
But I was saying, I think that there are some windows where the water comes in.
Yes.
And it's like knee to waist deep for a while. There's got to be fish in there.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll see. Again, this paddle tail grub, look at this, case in point. Jeez. Anyways, this paddle tail grub normally takes the skunk off my back, at least where I am in Orange County. Not so sure it's gonna happen here, but gotta give it a shot.
The fishing foodie, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Something tells me we're not going to be catching a fish today. It's just, we both haven't gotten a bite on anything. Even this paddle tail grub, and we're throwing it in water that's, pretty decent, like 4 or 5 feet actually at some points, and nothing, not a nibble. So I think we're going to continue fishing. At least I'm going to continue fishing for maybe a little bit longer, and then we're going to head to Plan C, which is dig up some Pismo clams, and hopefully we can catch something. Otherwise, we're going to start hunting squirrels over there. All right, so we ended up not clamming. I was just really too tired after a day of fishing and skunking. So we're probably gonna save that for our next trip up to Pismo. But there you have it. My first trip to Central Coast ended in a skunk, but I really have no regrets. It was a fun trip with the family. We got to enjoy a great couple of days in Pismo. I mean, it's hard to complain when you're surrounded by all that beauty, and I definitely do it all over again in a heartbeat. All right, so after that trip, I really needed to get some redemption and catch some fish, and I did big time right here in my home waters. Notice anything different with the water action here compared to what we experienced at Pismo? I mean, talk about a night and day difference. Low tide, my friends. Looks really good. All right, throwing a small crocodile spoon. One of my favorite spoons, actually. I've caught my biggest surf perch on this thing. This is pre-YouTube days, and I haven't used it as much as I should be using it. It's literally the calm before the storm. We've got a 3-day storm headed into Southern California starting tomorrow morning. There's a lot of people that believe that the low pressure that's coming in is kind of a signal to fish. A storm is coming, so they better start feeding while the conditions are relatively calm. I'm not really sure if there's evidence to back that up. Some, reputable fishermen say that online, so I'm inclined to believe that there perhaps may be some merit to that argument. For me, I haven't exactly seen that. Maybe 50-50. I'm not really sure if it's made a difference or not, so I can't make an argument one way or the other, but I know a lot of people can. Oh, we're on. Here we go. All right, this is a good sized fish, I think. Feels decent. I mean, not huge, but not completely small either, I don't think. Well, yeah, it's a small perch. I'm not gonna keep this one. All right, hopefully the first of many fish today. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Now this is definitely a bigger fish. I think whatever it is, whether it be a perch, yellowfin croaker, if it's one of those, I think it's gonna be a keeper. Here we go, this boy's gonna help me out right here. Come on, where are you? There you are. What are you? It's a corbina. No, it's a yellowfin croaker. But look at that size. Look at the size of this one. That's a nice one. That's the biggest yellowfin croaker I've caught probably in a couple of months. It's interesting, the fins aren't as yellow as I'm used to seeing them. Kind of interesting. But man, that's a good one. That's a good fish. All right, here's that yellowfin croaker we caught on this spoon right here. One of my favorite spoons. I haven't used it in a long time, probably like a year or so, but when I did use it, I caught a lot of fish. This is all like pre-YouTube days. But it's doing well for me so far. I've been here only like 10-15 minutes. I've already caught 2 fish with it. That first perch, and now I've got this nice yellowfin croaker right here. So let's get back out there. All right, that's a nice sized yellowfin croaker. Well, so far 2 fish in like 10-15 minutes. Let's hope we can keep it up. Hopefully there's some winter halibut laying around. I've been seeing some people on Facebook catching some winter halibut from the surf, so as always, I'm inspired and jealous at the same time. I can't even remember the last time I caught a halibut, even a short halibut. It's been that long. I need to get out here more. I haven't been putting out as much time in the surf as I'd like. I just haven't been putting in enough time fishing in general. You guys know the story. Everybody's got stuff to deal with, work, making a living, all that stuff. Oh, there we go, another one. Oh, came loose. So far, I've got 4 hits on this lure. Landed 2 and lost 2, but they're definitely interested in it. Oh, another one. Here we go. Nice. Ah, this is a great day today. Having a ton of fun. And I think whatever's on the other end of this line might be another keeper, something. Then again, I've been wrong about that before. But let's see. All right, there it is. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's another Yellowfin Croaker. I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. Got that big one, and this one isn't as big, but if I was having some leaner times, I would keep this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. All right, he's hooked in 2 places. I got him with the assist hook and the treble hook. He's hooked on the dorsal right here. There we go, get that out. Now for the treble hook. Nice and quick. All right, again, I would keep him under other circumstances, but we got that big one in the beginning, so I'm gonna let this one go. Oh, that sun feels nice. It's been overcast all morning, and just that breaking through. Oh man, that feels good. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Oh, this one's pulling drag. Feels like the same weight though. I think you just got a lot of energy. Awesome day today. This is so much fun. I really needed a day like this. You know, when you're stressed out at work and things aren't going your way, come out here fishing. Nothing better to kind of relieve all that stress, that tension, all the bad vibes. I highly recommend it. All right, he's right in front of me. What is that? Another croaker, perhaps? That's what's been the ticket today. This, oh, nice. Oh man, a big one. Bigger than the first. This one's gonna be going home with me as well. All right, we've got our next fish right here. This is I think I lost count. I think it's number 6 or so. But they're loving this spoon right here, this crocodile spoon, this red one with the assist hook. They're loving it. And I've got a red treble hook on as well. I don't know if that's making any difference, but the fish are biting on this like crazy right now. So I'm gonna get back out there, hoping to catch some more. What a great day this is turning out to be. I'm gonna keep fishing it until the music stops. Am I on? I think I got, yeah. I got a fish. I'm guessing it's a perch. It was right here. I actually caught him on a slack line. That's why I didn't know I had it. You always got to keep your line tight, kids, but I didn't do it at that time. And I still caught this small little perch. Barely cooked, actually, on the assist hook. All right. right. Let's free him. Send him on his way. Well, if there's ever a day that helps to prove that fish are more active and on the hunt on a day before a big storm, today's that day. We got a ton of bites, lots of fish, and that theory's being put to the test here. There we go. Oh! Check that out. Okay, got a good fish here. Lots of power, lots of energy behind this one. He just darted straight out to the ocean after getting hooked. This is probably the best day of fishing I've had in over a year. I'm not joking. Best day of fishing over a year happening right now. Yep, another huge croaker. Just holding him like this is actually making the drag spin. Barely hooked, look at that. I barely got him. What a day of fishing it's been, guys. As another monster croaker. There are like 3 of them that I caught like this. I think I've caught 4 in total. This third one is about the same size as the other one. So I got 3 good keeper size ones in this session alone. So it's turned out to be a good day, really great day. And let's hope it doesn't end. I'm going back out there. Well, I can tell you, the only thing that could make this day better is if I caught a legal size halibut or a 15-16 inch slab perch or that elusive SoCal striper. I'm not holding my breath on the striper. All right, that was exactly what I needed. That was serious redemption for that skunk at Pismo Beach. But again, I have no regrets about going to Pismo Beach. We had a fun time there, definitely gonna be back. And hopefully when we are back, we'll get on the fish. But that ingoing and outgoing tide was crazy, that water action. Is there any Pismo people out there that are watching this? Is this type of thing normal over there? I mean, if it is, I mean, how do you guys catch fish out of that? I gotta know. Anyways, it's time to cook up our catch, and today we're doing ceviche tostadas. All right, here they are. These are some pretty good sized YFCs at about 14 inches and almost identical in size. All right, so I already filleted the fish. You guys have seen me fillet yellowfin croakers lots of times. So I'm just gonna chop the fish into small pieces. Next thing we're gonna do is get our other ingredients ready. We're gonna dice up a tomato. Next up is cilantro. Then we're gonna add some jalapeno. I like to split it open and remove some of the seeds so you get the flavor of the jalapeno, but you're not overwhelmed with too much spice. Then we've got our onion. And finally, the most important part of ceviche, which is the lime juice. All right, we're gonna just put it all in a bowl and mix it up. We can't forget the salt. So we're gonna put that in the fridge for about 1 hour. So you can see that the fish has changed from translucent to white, which means the lime juice and salt have done their magic. Now it's time to prepare the tostadas. I've got 3 corn tortillas here that I'm gonna fry up in some vegetable oil. All right, next we're gonna be putting an avocado mash on our tostada. I like doing that because when you put the ceviche on the tostada, that avocado mash kind of keeps everything in place. Here's our jumbo avocado, which these days costs an arm and a leg. You know, when I was a kid, we had a huge tree in our backyard that produced a ridiculous amount of avocados, and it sure would be nice to have that now with prices the way they are. We're just gonna add a little lime and salt. Before we mash that up, let's check on our tostadas. Give them a quick flip. Now we'll give our avocado a quick mash. And we'll place our tostadas on a wire rack so they drain any excess oil. Alright, and now it's just time to put it all together and plate it up. Alright, here it is. Looks pretty good. I love ceviche. It's one of the most simple ways you can prepare your catch, and happens to be one of the tastiest ways you can have it too. And that mashed avocado really helps to anchor everything so everything doesn't just fall off the chip. So for me, having a dish that's really enjoyable often depends on having a lot of contrast in that dish. So for this dish, you've got the sour and the saltiness from the fish. You've got the crunchiness from the tortilla, the creaminess from the avocado. It all works really well together, and when I think you have contrast like that, it just makes for a more enjoyable meal, I think. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, I think you'll like my other videos as well, so check those out when you have the chance, and I'll see you on the next one.